Hi everyone, it's Kaz from my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video I'll be doing what do I expect from Collingwood from this week's clash against Melbourne. If you are a 10K Magpies, welcome. Like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watching for the first time, like, comment, share and subscribe. Now, clearly what needs to happen is that what we saw last week against the Crows was a lot better. First quarter was great. We got going. We managed to play our best brand of footy. The only thing that really let me down a little bit in that was pretty much was our third quarters, and our second quarters was definitely a letdown. Now, I will want to say one thing as well, because this is what bugs me a little bit. So I got belief we'll beat Melbourne, right? This is a must-win game against Melbourne that we need to beat. We kept Adelaide to 59 points in a real tough, game, especially when it's wet conditions as well. But if you look at it by the start of the second quarter, and you look at the review as well that I did, you know that the difference on how easy they got the goals. Yes, there was a few throws that Adelaide did get, and pretty much that was the only option that they had. But then we had one behind that we probably could have kicked as well. They got on the momentum swing just how they wanted. So they really kicked 3 goals, well, really 5 goals in that second quarter without us actually kicking a goal, and it is a concern that we allow momentum swings like this. I think we need to be better, and certainly need to make sure that we are good at what we need to do as well. And it definitely does feel like this is a must-win game, and it feels like the hunger's back. Yes, we played very good football indeed in the second half, and we certainly did match it, but we need to make sure that we defend better at times, and we defend on how we need to defend against the Crows. We can't let them kick 1 goal, then we kick 1 goal forward. The opportunity is there for us to kick a couple. That's where it hurts the most. Also, the fact is that now that, because when we get a 25-point lead, I will say this, that we need to push on with it. And once we push on to it, I feel like we can get back to where we are. And I don't know if we lost that hunger or not in close games, like knowing that when we're behind at 3/4 time, we can get on the run and win the tight ones and whatnot. It feels like we're starting to lose that a little bit more. But there is certainly a few things that we need to do as well. Now, number one point I want to bring up is definitely starting the game well. I think we need to continue that against the D's. Melbourne aren't a good team as well. Everyone makes them out to be. I don't think they are. I think at best we know what Melbourne are on the ladder, and it just shows you. Right, they're currently 14th on the ladder. So for me, it's a win-win that they're stuck in that bottom 6 where they are on the ladder, and they're nowhere near on what they're capable of. They don't play a faster brand of football at all. They play more of a slower brand of football. Now that Simon Goodwin's not there, it will free up the players a little bit more, so we have to be aware of it. But we definitely need to start the game well, and then that way we can reset as well. Number 2 points is, for me, going on with a lead. If we're 25 points up at quarter time, half time, 3/4 time, I want us to put the foot down and really put the opposition away. Let's get 3 or 4 goals quickly to snuff out any chance that the opposition have. And if they kick 1 or 2 goals, don't go into your shell. Don't panic a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Get momentum back to our side. And that way we can try and start off really well, compose, and finish the games off as much as we possibly can. And that's one thing that we need to really get into and stuck into as we go along with that. So I'm really looking forward to what we do with that. Number 3, I think for me, is game plan tactics against Melbourne. Now, I think we know that Melbourne love a defensive style setup. It happens so many times, especially when we played them at King's birthday and we won by a point. It's our home game this time. But I want to get straight into on why it was the case. Look, I'll give us credit to where it's due. I think our second and third quarter was really good. But having said that too, I think at times we do allow the opposition to get a couple of goals on a run. And the more that we stop that, the better it is for us. So we really need to start going with the plan on how we can maintain that as much as we possibly can. And we've got a very good record against Melbourne. Like I said, Melbourne haven't beaten us really since King's birthday 2023. So it has been a while, and you would have thought like 24, 25. So you would have thought maybe next year they may beat us, whenever that might be. But I do feel like if we are going to go down this path, is that we must come out firing at the start. We must stop Oliver, we must stop Petrarca, and we must target Gawn as much as we possibly can to make sure that they don't get anything at all in terms of dominance in the hit-outs department, because we know that Gawn likes slow ball movement. We need to go on quickly and really test out the Melbourne defence as much as we possibly can as well. So it will favour in our direction on what we need to do, but we need to make sure that we do the best in what we do as well. So we need to make sure that it's a win-win for us either way. So that is pretty much what I think we need to do. We need to start the game off really well and then make sure that we do what we need to do at best. And when you look at it, and Jeremy Howe will play this week as well, which I think it's great, and I definitely want to see more of that, particularly now that we're getting to that stage as well. The only player that we really need to worry about in defence is Stephen May, and we know Max Gawn will try and come down and help out as well. So they've definitely got a few injuries that we need to be aware of. They've got Cosy Pickett, who's such a good player as well, and I think that's something that we need to really focus on as well. So I'm really looking forward to what we're able to achieve, So hopefully that is the case as well. I just want to, before I end the video, I just want to say a congratulations to Will Hoskin-Elliott, who will retire at the end of the season. Look, I love Will Hoskin-Elliott, love him to bits. I think he's been a really good player for us, and he really does show what he's capable of. I thought he may have 1 or 2 years left in him. He decided to make his announcement as well. When I found out, it's definitely something that it is going to be, unfortunate, but he's a premiership player with us as well. He's 31 years of age. That's still pretty young. I still think he's got another 2 years left in him. He'll always be loved at Collingwood. I certainly love him what he does. He was picked 4 in a 2011 national draft as well. So after 52 games, he joined Collingwood, and his first game was round 1 in 2017, which was terrific as well. And I think since then, with 198 goals as well, I think he's been a consistent player for Collingwood as much as we possibly can. So I just want to give a shout out to Will Hoskin-Elliott. I think he's a star. Certainly can play multiple roles for us, forward, back, even defence as well. So I'm really looking forward to to see on what we're able to do with that. But no, since he came over at Collingwood, it's definitely been a great to see the man play, and he certainly has played a lot, especially with Collingwood, and I think that's what we need to do. We need to make sure that we have him at the black and white, and we have him. But like I said, Will Hoskin and Elliott will retire at the end of the season. It's been a really good pickup for Collingwood. So underrated. Played 22 games in his first year at Collingwood, 26 in 2018, 19 in 2019. 2020 was 18. 2021 he played 20 games, 24 in 2022, 23 in 2020, 23 games in 2023. 24 he played 20, and then also he played 18 games this year as well. But he'll play more than that, especially with finals. So I want to give a shout out to Will Hoskin now. Congratulations on a great career, mate. When I can, I'll try and go down to training, see if I can get photos with you, mate. And yeah, we'll sort something out. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to drop a like, also drop a sub. Bye for now.